Just wanted to take time this afternoon. It's too hot to be out, so I thought I'd do it inside where it's more comfortable with air conditioning. To give a kind of a rundown, a very brief rundown on two very prized firearms that came out of my shop, and the good Lord was gracious in giving me the ability to be able to make these two weapons from scratch. And they're known as Matchlock muskets, meaning that it's the forerunner of the wheel lock and the flint lock. And of course, lock from the idea that there's your lock or your firing mechanism, which is like this. Pull it back and you screw in or tighten in a rope that is dipped in potassium nitrate or saltpeter. After it dries in the sun, after 24 hours of soaking, in a bottle or jar, and then you light it, and it's supposed to stay lit. It has to be genuine, regular rope hemp. And then the loading procedure is very easy. It's a muzzle loader, of course, black powder type. And what you do is you pull out the rammer or the lime stick, and then you pour in your powder, which in this case will be about 120 grains. This is almost a 70 caliber in diameter, as you can see here. The whole, quite a big bullet or lead ball that's going to come out of this thing. And after the powder comes in, drops in the lead ball or a conical bullet, which is the same caliber, same size, diameter bore. And then you take your ram stick or your ramrod. Back in the early 1600s, it would be known as the ram stick. And then you force it down, making sure, of course, that this is closed so that the powder you pour in won't run out. That's your powder pan, your frying pan. And of course, if I had something in there, it would go all the way in like it did. And then you do it until you're certain that it's snug in. Reverse it, return it back to its original fitting position inside the stock. And then you carefully place in the rope. I have one, but I didn't want to bother to demonstrate. Just imagine a fiery rope, you blow it, making sure this thing is closed. And you want to bring it down like this to make sure that it is touching, going to touch that which is going to have powder in it. It's called the flash pan, the powder pan. And after you're satisfied that it's going to meet it, you pull it back, you fire. Boom! That's how it's done. One of these days I'm going to do a live, regular firing demonstration on this. I made this one. This is the second one I made, and I'm very proud of it. And this, the one that's a replica of a 1620 Matchlock, made like the kind that was used during the English Civil War. And the early Pilgrims who settled this country in 1621 carried one that was almost like this, all they had in those days. This one right here dates about the same time and was used, of course, by the Pilgrims. The Jamestown settlers in Jamestown, Virginia had a form of it, but probably without the trigger guard, which came a little bit later. And it works on the same principle, Back for firing. Of course, to the shoulder. And then you close back and repeat the process. Loading. Very long gun. Long arm. Pour in your powder, make sure that's closed. Your powder pan is closed so the powder won't leach out. Your conical bullet or your ball need to be outside doing this. And then return to its housing. It runs through the thimbles, until it's in place, and do the same thing. Put in your rope, clamp it, test to make sure it's touching where it needs to, pull back, fire. And that's how it's done.